Hi, there's lots of interest in the power market in Ireland at the moment, and I just wanted to give you an update in April 2026 on the latest facts and figures about what's going on there. We're just going to cover main topics: market generation, prices, dispatch down, and the development market that we see in Ireland. And in terms of generation, we look at the CMO meter gen data and we just sum it up for the whole market, and we see about 35% of our energy needs are met by wind at the moment, and solar is coming up there now at 2%. You see pump storage and batteries there at negative. That means that those assets are charging up more than they're discharging into the market. But the interesting thing to see is that batteries and pump storage have similar amounts of levels there at minus 0.2%. Interconnectors are also a big part of the Irish energy mix, increases the vulnerability, but also helps depress prices in the sector, and they're currently around 15% of our demand. Always important to look at the level of power demand that we see in Ireland. It's consistently staying up month on month. It's plus 3%. It's an indicator that the economy is still going strong, and it's really important to see that level and volume of power continuing to tick upwards. A lot of focus is on power prices. We've had a lot of suppliers indicating that they might have to increase prices while as their hedges come off. But as we can see here, the power prices for the year to date are about 124 euros per megawatt hour. We're still not up to those levels that we've seen at the time of the Ukraine war, and we're not even seeing the prices up to the levels that we saw earlier in the end of 2024, start of 2025 as well. So it's all relative, but something to watch as global macroeconomics impact the power prices and all commodity prices globally, especially in energy. Dispatch down is also a big thing to watch out as well. We've seen a lot of renewable energy assets seeing higher levels of dispatch down as the system looks to be balanced while they look to control data centers. So we're seeing the amount of power that can be exported is limited. We're seeing batteries, the amount of power that they can charge is being limited, and we're seeing active power control as a kind of a reserve for renewables as well. So it has had a significant increase in dispatch down in the assets, and you can see that um, here that in March 2026, dispatch down volumes have gone up significantly. Development market's also interesting to see. Very, very quiet month for wind, no assets in planning, only 5 megawatts granted. One site got an amendment. Big thing really is on solar. It's still over 300 megawatts entering the planning system. One site in Kerry had over 170 megawatts enter the system, and so you can see the scale of solar is growing all the time. And the other interesting thing is a 334 megawatt OCGT plant in Galway that's being developed by Bord Gáis Energy, by the Cashla substation. So whenever we hit our 2030, gas is going to be part of the mix, and we're seeing increased interest in those types of asset classes, especially with the large energy user plan in place as well. Gas is going to be a part of that mix going forward, as well as renewables. So hope you find that interesting. Any questions, any other topics you want to cover, please reach out. We'd love to engage. Thanks.